So look what just came in. My new case for my Z Fold 3. Alright, so this one here is the Spigen Slim Armor Pro. And okay, I gotta tell y'all, this thing it's thick. It's really nice, but it's thick. Just so you know. I mean, it really just feels like you're using an out-of-box case. Is the biggest thing to keep in mind if you do decide to get this case. I got it because I wanted hinge protection, because if you see my previous video, you know that I dropped my Z Fold 3 while I was running and playing with my kid. So anyways, I wanted to get a better case that was going to give me better protection, even though I really love the slimness of my armor cover and still recommend it, but maybe just don't run around and playing with your phone inside of your jacket pocket if you do decide to get this device, because if it falls out, you might get a little ding on your Z Fold 3. But anyways, I like this case. I've only been using it, I don't even think it's been 24 hours yet. I just got it and put it on just last night. So let me just go over some of the dimensions with it, because when I put it on, you really kind of, you feel it. So I went out for my walk this morning and I didn't have it in my pocket because I felt like it would just feel too weird to just be jumping around every time I'm running. So I kind of just held it like this in my hand. Let's get into how wide is this part here, because this is the part that's, obviously the thickest part of the device here. So it's a little bit less than an inch, just to give you an idea. About 6.5 inches here. So there you go there. When it comes to thickness, just to give you an idea, compared to a very popular phone, the iPhone, it's literally folded is going to be, with the case on, pretty much like having two iPhone 12 Pros stacked on top of each other. That's the thickness of this phone with this case on. And again, this is a pretty thick case. And you know what, also, let me open it up, because obviously you're going to be using this in your tablet mode here. So let's compare it to another tablet. Dimensions out of the way. So this is an iPad. So this is the Z Fold 3 compared to an iPad, and I mean, it's thicker than an iPad with an out-of-box case. This is an out-of-box case on an iPad, so it's going to be thicker and of course lighter since it's smaller. But yeah, so this is the hinge part that you're seeing. So this device has this hinge mechanism that's on it, and it actually moves, and I want to show you what that looks like, because I was really curious about this. So this part is nice. It doesn't flap. It actually pulls back to close on its own. Okay, so if you're wondering, is this going to be flapping like my little flappy friend here, the leather case that I got for my Z Fold 3, it does not flap. Okay, it's gonna spring shut. And so far with the first day, it actually feels pretty secure, I gotta say. I didn't use any of the sticky stuff that came with this case in the box. There were two things that I got. Of course, the case came inside of this box, but it also came with, okay, I don't know where I put it, but it kind of came with maybe some sticky pieces of tape that you could use if you want to use that. I don't really want to use that on my phone, so I just wanted just this case. I did order a screen protector, because remember when I dropped my phone, my Z Fold 3 before, some dirt kind of got underneath the old screen protector, so I ended up taking it off. My screen is fine, totally fine, but because some dirt got underneath of it, I went ahead and ordered another screen protector for it. Okay, let's go back to the hinge here. Got off track, I got excited. So when the hinge opens up, this is what it looks like. It actually moves with the device. Okay, let's show what it looks like from the back here. Okay, it's nice. It keeps the hinge safe and secure. All right, so when you're holding it, it doesn't get in the way of anything. It just feels fine. All right, you still do everything with your Fold 3 just fine. One thing I kind of like is, so I told you we went out earlier, unfolded my phone so that my kids could watch some cartoons. Yeah, it was kind of nice because it was just sitting here on the hinge. I mean, there was no problems at all using it. It kind of props the back part of the phone up, so when you do have it sitting on something, it's not as flat on this part. It kind of comes up just a little bit, but it does not get in the way of anything. So just so you know, it kind of raises it just a little bit here on the back part. Kind of like, imagine your keyboard that you're used to using. If you actually stand those legs back, those legs up in the back of a regular keyboard is going to kind of give it just a little bit of a slant towards you, which could be nice. Same thing here. Like I said, it's been less than 24 hours, but I feel just purely off of how secure does it feel? It feels great, especially compared to my leather case here and my Aramid cover here. It's a bit pricey. I think it's like 80 bucks. I did get it off of Amazon. It was back ordered, but it actually ended up coming in like 2 weeks before it originally told me that it was going to be coming in. I will say, as far as anything that I had to adjust to myself, as far as just normal use, something that I had to adjust when using this case. So I had to go into settings and I had to, let's see, I think I went to display and then I went to navigation bar, and then I went to more options, and so I had to increase the gesture sensitivity to higher, just because with a case this thick, it was fine using it here whenever I was typing something, but with my thumb here, I'm left-handed. I don't know that that matters, but I'm left-handed, so whenever I was actually typing something and had to use like an exclamation or press something here, just resting my finger here, I noticed that I needed to do that. Also, when it came to going back on screens, so when you actually increase the sensitivity, you see how it makes it more sensitive on the sides here and just all around the screen. This was pretty helpful with this case, and that solved that problem for me, no problem. So that's not an issue anymore. But yeah, I mean, other than that, as far as the camera goes, the cameras are recessed in here. I don't know how well you can see it on this camera, but this case comes up a little bit. There's a little bit of a raised lip that you should be able to see here. So your cameras are protected, and of course the screen goes back into this case also. So yeah, it's not going to be laying flat on the screen. If you do decide to lay your phone down like this, it's not on the screen, it's actually on the case. And on the sides here, the volume buttons are exposed as well as the power button, so really easy and quick to kind of touch this. Unlike an OtterBox, it didn't seal up everything. Like this isn't sealed. Typically on an OtterBox, your charging port will be sealed up, kind of like you see here on this iPad. Used to these with an OtterBox. So in comparison to an OtterBox thickness wise and safety wise, yes, you know, you get that. With this one here, you get the thickness and that security with it, and you get hinge protection, which so many other cases don't give you. Something that I kind of wish that I had when I did end up dropping my Z Fold 3 onto a hard surface. I do like that about this case, and so far I really enjoy using it. If this gives you any kind of information that you can use towards deciding whether you want to try this out for your Z Fold 3, I like it. I think it's secure. It gives you a lot of protection, especially compared to the other ones. I do like using my phone with no cases on. It is nice ever since I dropped my phone to actually have a case that's giving me more protection. Just do whatever makes you comfortable. Anyways, this is a good case so far. In less than 24 hours. I'll see if I get any hand cramps from using it. But so far so good. No problems there, no issues there. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video here, just kind of talking about this case. And again, it is called the Spigen Slim Armor Pro. I'll put the link inside of the description below.